John with Green Coffee Buying Club here, and today I'm going to review the Zogirushi 20 ounce travel bottle. So what we got here is when we talked to Zogirushi, they actually were going to allow us to review any product from their lineup, and being as we're focused on coffee, we said give us the best thing that you have going for a coffee travel mug. So with that being said, they offer an extensive lineup of other products, cold storage, food, containers, all sorts of things. And but we wanted to focus on this travel mug right now. And so we did. And I want to say off the bat that with other thermoses, travel mugs, these types of things that I've reviewed in the past, I've done things like measure the temperature, heat retention over 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, see what kind of heat loss there is. And considering that it's a coffee travel mug, heat retention is going to be one of your first and main concerns. And so Zogirushi says that for heat retention, they have 6 hours heat retention. And what I'm going to say from what I found is, and one of the main reasons I found it unnecessary to actually measure that or test that, is I think that they are under reporting what the actual heat retention of this product is. It is fantastic. It easily 6 hours of heat retention, and depending on how many times you open and close it and things like that are all going to be major factors. But if you fill this guy up, close it up and head out and open it 6 hours later, I'm pretty sure you're going to find very hot coffee. Not just warm or that it did all right, but hot, and probably beyond. Maybe 7 hours, maybe 8 hours. I don't know. I didn't test it. The reason why is because once you get past 6 hours on the coffee that you put in there, at, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, you kind of beyond stretching the limits of the coffee itself. So sort of irrelevant. And I'm just going to say the heat retention is phenomenal. It is the best that I'm aware of any product that I've come across, tested, or used for coffee in a travel mug or thermos before. So it exceeds every expectation that I would have of it. And so I just found it unnecessary to actually take these measurements and see. But let's get into, with that aside, I would just say if you're worried about heat retention, this bottle will do it. You'll be very happy with it. I'm not aware of anything that's going to outperform it. So with that being said, you can cross that off your list as far as concerns, and let's look at some of the other stuff. So there's some really cool features here. First of all, I mean, it's good. It's got a lock and unlock sort of a tab here, and I found that if you were to lock it, and it has like 0 leaks. If you flip it upside down, throw it in the other car seat or whatever, you can lock it. Nothing's going to bump it and open it up or anything like that. So the lock is actually a pretty good feature. But if you unlock it and press this, the guy flips open, and there's actually, it's locked right now. There's actually, if it just opens, it can move a little bit. But if you go ahead and lock it down, not moving, so this is a pretty good little locking feature here. And I'm going to get into this in a minute, but and also disassembly and how to clean it and stuff like that. Actually, I'll get into this right now. A lot of times with these travel mugs, there's a little place to drink from, maybe something you push here, a tab you open, or some sort of scenario like that. I think that this full opening and closing top really adds to the heat retention as well. That's probably one of the things. But once you do open it and you notice these large ports right there, it's not just a little sippy sip happening from a small hole there. There's a lot of air that can get in, and it just sort of drinks very well, for lack of a better way to say it, because of the design of this. Also, the shape of this works really well with your mouth when you're going to drink drink coffee on the go, and when you stop drinking it, there's no drips or anything there. The design of this is such that it fits your mouth perfectly. They really thought it out. Now, they actually recommend not to be driving a vehicle when you drink coffee, but this is a coffee travel mug, and we're probably going to drink coffee out of it. But the way it's designed, you just get a drink, and for some reason, when you stop drinking it, no drips. your mouth will take care of it. You'll see what I mean when you actually drink from it. So for cleaning and disassembly, this guy comes out. I think that's pretty cool for also heat retention. You know, it just holds the heat retention in. Of course, the cap comes off, and for filling and whatnot. And then this guy pops out, which is pretty good for cleaning. And then the seal comes totally off. And this seal is kind of important because it's pretty robust. Like, it's a pretty, I've seen some that are just like a little tiny thin silicone here or something like that. This is a pretty substantial seal. I know it's replaceable. I don't know if I'll ever have to replace it. I mean, the bottle is very well built, and there's some recommendations at some point in time, if it ever starts to lose heat retention, you know, maybe you want to just replace the bottle. But you can replace the seal, suppose you lose it or something like that. It just goes back on, and the whole shebang, once I can remember which way it goes, it kind of just pops back in there. You're good to go. Well, we forgot this guy here. And so that one goes back in and seals up. So the whole lid assembly, the way it goes in here, I just think that also offers to the heat retention of it. But everything about this bottle I've been very happy with, and I really don't know what they could do to improve it. There's only one thing that I even thought of, and it's not even going to be an improvement, but for some crazy reason it would be cool if you could oh, I locked it. It'd be cool if you could open it like from that side, but obviously that's not going to work. But I don't know, that's just a personal preference deal. I really don't know what they could do to improve this bottle. It's phenomenal for heat retention. It's fantastic for what we would use it for, and it actually leads me to believe that if I need any of their other product lineup, something for cold storage or something, I really would seek them out. I just think it's a super well built travel mug, and I don't know that you can beat it. It's definite. I've never had anything better, and so I'm going to give it a high recommendation. Heat retention, excellent, off the charts. Cleaning is easy enough. Design, fantastic design for drinking, getting a full like flow of coffee, and the way this is sort of creates a no drip situation, the way that your mouth will fit on there. I just think it's really well thought out, really well designed, fantastic bottle, highly recommended. Zogirushi, I believe it's from the Tough series, travel mug, fantastic.